Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School, where tonight the Hicksville Lady Aces entertain the Edgerton Bulldogs in the final game of the holiday tournament here, sponsored by the Lady Aces. Edgerton last night defeated the Eden Bombers, and Hicksville defeated the Antwerp Archers. And in the previous game tonight, Antwerp defeated the Eden Bombers in the consolation game. So going into the varsity game, we have Edgerton with Joe Stark as coach. Their starting lineup, the team is 2-5 on the season. Starting number 3, Emma Siebeneller. Number 5, Allie Cape. Number 14, Rebecca Schrader. And number 23, Claire Flagel. And fifth is number 35, Bree Hugg. For Hicksville, number 1, Emily Sanders. Number 2, Caitlin Bergman. Number 13, Micah Schrader. Number 22, Addie Bergman. Number 24, Harley Schumann. The Aces are 5-3 on the season under the tutelage of Josh Fries.
And as we head into this championship game, the Aces, 3-time defending champions now, and looking to defend their Route 49 title. And we'll also, again, Mobley not dressing tonight. Her injury problems continue to plague her. And we will still keep an eye on Harley Schumann, Jim. She came back onto the floor last night, but she did have a pretty bad cramp at one point, or at least we think it was a cramp, or she aggravated something. And she was, you could tell it was in the back of her mind. It was bothering her just a little bit for most of the second half of the game we played last night. But that said, looking for a good contest here this evening. We were talking before we started the broadcast, Jim, and in the it's not quite 25 years for this holiday classic, but over the 20-plus years, two teams have really stood out in terms of the number of championships won, and they're the ones that are on the floor here tonight.
That's right. Hicksville's won this tournament 10 times, and Edgerton has won it 8. So that's a big deal to those two schools, I can assure you. And I remember we played extra hard when I was coaching. So the little bit of additional information for this game for Edgerton with Joe Stark at charge. Allie Cape is averaging 12.6 points per game. And for Hicksville, Addie Bergman is averaging 18.1. Rebound-wise, Addie Bergman is averaging 9.6. And for Edgerton, Emma Siebeneller is at 6.4 rebounds. Claire Flagel has 3.6 steals per game. And Emma Siebeneller is one of the leaders in the area with free throw percentage at 76.5. Micah Schrader is in the area tops with 3.7 assists per game. Addie Bergman is averaging 56.3 field goal percentage, and Harley Schumann has 3.4 steals per game. So there are some of the stats that go along with a ball game.
Yep, and Aces should enjoy a little bit of a height advantage here tonight. They've got Bergman, of course. Addison is at 6'1", and her sister Katie at 5'11", also the Klima girl 5'11", and the tallest on the roster for Edgerton are girls that are 5'9".
Yeah,
so
the two Hug girls are 5'9". It's number 24, Hannah, and number 35, Bree. And 35 will be jumping center with Addie Bergman. Bergman tips it back to Sanders, and we're off. Schrader with the ball to Schumann. Back to Schrader, across to Sanders. Got a double team on Addie right from the top. Schrader on the right wing, out front to Sanders. Down low it goes to Kate Bergman. Back out to Schrader, and ball came around, and we have a travel. Aces have been plagued by turnovers lately, so they need to settle in. Bree Hug down low. The ball got away from her, and we have a jump ball.
That should go to Edgerton on the possession arrow.
Yeah, it looks like it does. Rebecca Siebeneller, the number 14. Number 23 inbounding is Claire Flagel. Gets into Allie Cape. Rebecca Siebeneller to Flagel out front. Oh, and a three-pointer by Bree Hug.
That gets the Edgerton crowd fired up.
Yes, it does. And we're going to have a pass inside to Addie Bergman, and she's going to be fouled by number 5. That's Allie Cape. Caitlin Bergman into Sanders, over to Schrader. Schrader to Sanders, down to Addie, off the glass and good. That's Addie's forte right there.
She collected 12 points last night.
It's going to go off of Edgerton, and it'll be Hicksville ball on the sideline across the floor. Kate Bergman into Micah Schrader. Micah about has the ball knocked loose. Sanders with it. Picks it up. Gets it to Schumann. Schumann to Schrader. Schrader past her person. Hanging back out. Sanders inside to Addie. In the middle. Caitlin from the side. Shot is off the rim. And Allie Cape comes up with the rebound. Over to Siebeneller. Emma is number 3. We have a foul, and it's called on Addie Bergman, and I'm sure that's the plan.
Yep. Challenge her and see if you can get her to rack up early fouls and have her sit down.
Sure. Get the ball into Bree Hug and have her work on her.
2-shot foul.
I think that was kind of the reason that Bree was out on top of the point when she made that three-pointer, too, to get Addie to think about her and to come out higher. That takes away from the boards. She can't rebound as well. And Hug's second shot is good. So she has 4 points.
Kearns into the game for the Lady Aces.
Schrader to Schumann. Schumann pass to Addie. Around Hug. Schrader from the right side. It's off the rim, no good. And Rebecca Siebeneller has the rebound. Gets it up the floor. Allie Cape to Rebecca. Out front again. 35 puts it up. Bree Hug, and it's off the rim. And we're going to have a jump ball on the sideline. Haley Siebeneller is in the game now for Allie Cape. Schumann loses the ball. And layup taken and made by number 23, Claire Flagel. 2 Bulldogs over the Aces. Caitlin Bergman. Over the turns. She traveled.
And again, all of a sudden, the Aces are having kind of some sloppy ball handling here, Jim.
Yep. Passes are not sharp, and they're sloppy.
And they haven't been getting any follow-up shots on offense either. They've been being out-rebounded on that end by the Edgerton gals so far this evening.
Siebeneller down low, off the glass by Bree Hug, and she gets another deuce. 6 points for her.
And the Aces now down by 6.
Ball is off Schumann, and it is Edgerton ball. Got a timeout going to be called by
Coach Josh Freese.
Freese.
He's seen enough.
Full timeout.
Well, in the first game, Jim, the consolation game, we were both commenting that the Antwerp Archers team that came out onto the floor was almost like a different team from what we had seen last night. And so far, it looks like the Aces are not quite the team that we were seeing in the first round late session game yesterday either. They just they seem to have a little bit of a, they don't have that edge that they had, I guess, is what I want to say.
They're kind of Jekyll and Hyde right now in this part of the season.
We mentioned in the pregame that they do have that height advantage, but so far it really has not made any difference rebounding on either end of the court at this point. So we'll see how things go here now that they've had a conference with Coach Josh Freese.
Maybe get somebody to stick with Bree Hug too.
Edgerton's ball on the sideline. We're back underway.
So Haley Siebeneller across the line. Claire Flagel gets it into Hug, and she misses a lay-in, intentionally trying to draw a foul on Addie Bergman. Going to have to settle her down.
Yep, Micah Schrader just letting herself getting trapped at the half-court line. A double and then a triple team from Edgerton.
Yeah, they get you out there in front, and they'll jump you with an extra person.
That'll be Kearns picking up a foul on the reach-in.
Allie Hug back into the game, and number 23, Claire Flagel, will sit down.
That is team foul number 2 on the Lady Aces here early on.
Allie Cape with the ball. Working on Schumann. Gives it to Bree Hug. Out to Siebeneller. Siebeneller drives in the lane, gives it to Hug, and it's going to be tied up. Going to stay at Edgerton's end. .35 offensive rebound for Edgerton.
So that's
Bree Hug.
her first, and that's team foul number 2 on the Bulldogs.
In the corner, Katie Bergman.
Oh, there we go.
Pretty hard.
That closes the gap a little bit.
Schumann in it. Allie Cape into the lane. Katie Bergman gets the rebound, and Schrader comes up the floor with it. Schrader looking to get rid of it. Got it to Addie. Over in the corner to Caitlin. Inside to Addie. Back out to Schrader. Addie trying to turn around. Schumann with the layup, and good. A little flash of what you should be seeing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Got Siebeneller. Had the ball slapped away, and Schumann's got it up the floor, going to the hoop, and she is blocked, and we'll have a foul called on Edgerton. Number 12.
12, yep.
Ellie Siebeneller.
And that's going to put Harley Schumann at the line to shoot 2. It's team foul number 3 on the Bulldogs. Good.
Schumann with the first one.
Ties it up at 8. And Emily Sanders will come in for Katie Bergman, and there'll be a timeout called from the Edgerton bench.
Bree Hugg heading for the locker room for Edgerton. Nobody went with her. Can't be too bad.
No. Maybe just needs to retie his shoe or adjust something, or well, we'll see if she returns to us here shortly. Tied at 8, and again it'll be Harley Schumann at the line with her second free throw to maybe give the Aces back the lead. Or would that be their first lead? I don't think that they've led yet tonight. So,
No.
well, either way. Bergman, Kearns, Schumann, Sanders, and Schrader on the floor for the Lady Aces.
And Hugg comes back.
You just needed to adjust the contact or something. Harley Schumann gets them both.
4 points for Schumann. 9-8, Aces with the lead now.
Nice spin move.
And
Two-shot foul.
Addie just picked up her second. No,
Yep.
she didn't.
No, that was going to be on Schumann.
I'll be darned.
That's team foul number 3 now on the Aces.
Emma Siebeneller to shoot.
Nope.
Missed the first. Second, bounces long, Schumann to Schrader. Schrader back over to Sanders. Across to Schumann, and it's knocked away and out of bounds by Allie Cape. Schumann inbounding over to Schrader. Shoots from 3, still no good. And Schumann gets a rebound.
Going to have a whistle.
And she's called
Travel.
for shuffling her feet. Edgerton ball. Cape
Go down to under 90 seconds left in this first
into the
quarter.
lane. Gets the ball back out. Shot put up, and it's no good. Schrader with the rebound. Down to Sanders. Sanders into Kearns, and she's called for
Yep.
travel.
It's twice now they've had a chance to add to that 1-point advantage, and they've shuffled their feet to turn the ball over.
Bree Hugg back in the game for the Dogs. Allie Cape shoots from outside. It's off the rim.
Ooh.
It's off Edgerton, out of bounds. Schumann took a dive and
Yeah, right into the
got up.
student section.
Unfriendly section there, I think. Looks like some. Oh no, that's friendly section.
Yep, that's the Aces student
Yes.
section.
I noticed the Tunis hairdo. Sanders in due. Addie Bergman, and she has the ball knocked away, and it's tied up.
Jump ball, it'll stay with Hicksville.
Oh, Addie's taking the ball out. This is different. Out to Sanders, right back to Bergman. Oh, intended for Sanders, taken away by Hug. Cape, pass down court. Have Claire Flagel with the ball.
20 seconds left in the quarter.
Hug holding it. Thirteen, 10. Cape shoots from three. And
Boom.
good.
Long two, they say. No good.
Must add her toenail over the line. So at the end of the first quarter, it is Edgerton 10 and the Aces 9.
Yeah, we'll get ready for the second quarter of action here in the Route 49 Classic Holiday Tournament by saying a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. Once again, for the 2017-18 basketball season, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford have stepped in and offered their underwriting support to make it possible for us to bring you Aces basketball coverage here on Hicksville Community Television from the junior high level all the way up through the varsity, both boys and girls action. And, well, when the season wraps up, we'll be able to follow the boys and girls varsity squads on the tournament trail as well. And it's all because of the, again, generous underwriting support we get from the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. We appreciate them so very much. We hope that you will voice your support for them as well. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio.
So we have Phillips on the floor for Hicksville, and Alexa Kearns, Katie Bergman, Addie Bergman, and Micah Schrader. For Edgerton, it's Allie Cape with the ball. Out on top to Hug. 14 is Becca Schrader, or Becca Siebeneller. Coming around. Ball back. 14 to Becca Schrader. It is Becca Schrader. Well, the block goes on the board for Addie Bergman. Caitlin inside to Addie. Out to Micah. Nice garbage shot, and it didn't go down. That was a nice rebound for Alexis.
I thought for sure she was going to get the points there.
Phillips picks up the loose ball up to Kearns. Phillips with the ball down to Addie, and it's picked up by Emma Siebeneller.
Edgerton moving it around the perimeter, seeing if they can get anything to open up for them. Oh, my goodness. What a shot. Is just.
And Addie gets the personal.
That'll be 2 on Addy. They're going to get Phillips out of there and put Schumann back on the floor. 6 minutes to go in the first half. And Edgerton now up by 3, 12-9, and at the free throw line. And they make it a 2-possession game.
So it's 13-9. Edgerton with the lead. Schumann drives baseline, lays it in.
There we go.
About took up Katie Bergman when she did it, but Schrader ties the ball up. Gonna go Hicksville's direction. Schumann to Schrader. Back to Schumann. Goes baseline. Bring it back out. Sanders, jumper, no good. Gets her own rebound, and she gets blocked on the baseline. 35. Bree Hugg picks up her second.
On the floor, Ace's ball on the baseline. That's team foul number 4 now for Edgerton.
Hugg will be coming out of the game. Allie Cape back in.
Taken away from Hicksville once again. Quick hands on the Lady Edgerton Bulldogs.
Emma Siebeneller is over to Claire Flagel. Out on top to Allie Cape. Emma Siebeneller. Flagel. Gives it to Cape. Cape turns, working on turn. Cape, shot rolls good. Shot passed down to Katie Bergman, and she gets the layup. 5 points for Katie. And we're going to have a foul on number 23, which is Flagel.
Her first, and team foul number 5 now for Edgerton.
Schumann out on top. Sanders baseline. Down low, Caton. Out to Rader. Off the rim, chased down. Bounced off the edge. Girl, she grabbed it.
She grabbed it.
Allie Cape crossed the line. Becca Schrader. Oh.
Nobody there.
Emma Siebeneller passed to the ghost player. So it's 15-13, Edgerton with the lead. 3:20 remaining in the first half.
Here come the Lady Aces looking to tie things up.
Schumann being chased. Sanders out to Schumann. Sanders. Gives it up to Schrader. Somebody's holding somebody.
That's number 14. Nope, number 23.
23, that's her second.
And team foul number 6. And Klima will come in for Sanders.
Turns to Schumann. In the corner to Caitlin, too long. Turns, rebound. Doesn't go. It's off Edgerton. Hicksville ball under the basket.
Addison not in the lineup right now, and Lexi Kearns kind of picking up the slack, getting really aggressive underneath the hoop there.
Schrader from outside. It's no good. Off Schumann. Flips it back to Schrader. Over to Katie Bergman, and bang! Eight for Kate Bergman.
And that puts the Lady Aces back up by a point.
16-15. Becca Schrader. Down pass low to number 3, Emma Siebeneller. Ball being chased down. And it still is a loose 24, Becca Schrader.
And she'll be fouled
By Micah Schrader.
Ball going up the court, but nobody ever really got control of the basketball there, Jim, on either side.
So it just happened to be Schrader that picked it out. So she will be shooting a pair.
That's Micah's first personal. That's a good foul because they're only going to get a maximum of 1 point out of it.
Rolls good.
That one's good.
So it's tied at 16 with 2:04 remaining in the half. Schrader with Schrader on her. And we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Freeze.
That'll be his second timeout.
At 1:54 of the second quarter.
We'll leave the Aces with 3 remaining for the balance of the game, tied at 16. The Bulldogs have committed 6 team fouls, so the next infraction on their part will send the Lady Aces to the line. Hicksville's got 5 team fouls hung on them, so they still have 1 foul to give. And this might be a game, Jim, where shooting free throws might really be an important factor here.
Very true. Very true.
We'll break huddle, and it'll be Harley Schumann to inbounds on the far side. And the Dogs showing pressure.
Schumann into Schrader. Back to Schumann. Into Kearns. Jumper. No good. Rebound. 2. And a hug. Ball across. Siebeneller. Down low. And off the glass.
Oh, they get the put back.
Another one off the glass. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's going to
Stay with Hicksville.
Edgerton. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think the arrow is pointing at the Aces.
They're pointing
we'll
towards
see.
Edgerton.
All right. Evidently the possession arrow on the scoreboard is
Run by a human.
out of sync.
Cape. Schrader. Over to Ellie Siebeneller. Blocked shot by Schrader. And Katie Bergman down to Schumann. Katie Bergman with the ball. Oh.
It's a good idea, but a bad pass.
Yep. It was on the side you wanted it, but too far on the side.
Just barely out of the reach of Lexi Kearns, so it's out of bounds. And with under a minute, Edgerton will bring the ball up, see if maybe they can go up at halftime.
Haley Siebeneller, it's off foot of Schrader, and it'll be Edgerton's ball. Cape with the ball. Schumann on her. Becca Schrader. Cape. Bree Hug. You have Emma Siebeneller. Becca Schrader.
Down to 15 seconds as they try to hold for the last shot.
Becca Schrader to Allie Cape.
Knocked loose. Down to 3.
And it goes out of bounds with 6/10 left at the half.
So we're going to be tied at halftime in all probability.
And that is the end of the first half with the Aces and the Edgerton Bulldogs tied at 16.
Well, they'll head to the locker rooms, and Jim and I will take a little bit of a break. We invite you to stay with us. However, we will be back, and we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play from the Route 49 Holiday Classic Championship game coming your way right here on HIX-TV. Welcome back to the Red Zone. Halftime here at the championship game of the annual Route 49 Holiday Classic. Little Jose Feliciano in the background there.
Feliz Navidad.
Yes, indeed. And if you are just joining us, we're at halftime, and the Aces and the Edgerton Bulldogs are dead even at 16 points apiece. And Jim, the Bulldogs are back on the floor, but we have yet to see Coach Freese and the Aces return to the floor with a minute to go before tip-off.
Yeah, needs to get out here. He'll get a 15-yard penalty.
Well, I guess the things that stuck out in that first half, as far as I was thinking, first off, Addison Bergman getting in early, getting in some foul trouble and sitting out for a majority of the second quarter. But her teammates stepped up and really did a pretty good job without her in the lineup, Jim.
Yes, they did. And, they're just keeping her away from the basket. She's not even getting rebounds now. So everybody seems to be almost ready to go.
Yes, indeed.
Hicksville can't make any lineup changes. They have to go with what they ended the last quarter with. So
they're not going to spend any time doing any kind of warm-ups, whatever, and it looks to be Schumann and Schrader, Kearns, and both the Bergmans on the floor.
The coach must have got out and told him that Addie was on the lineup. Somebody came out early. Because if you don't make that announcement 3 minutes before, you don't get it. Long pass intended for Addie into the bucket does not work. Schrader with the ball. And we're going to have a foul on Schumann. Her second.
Team foul number 1 for this half. Aces with 3 timeouts remaining for the remainder of the game, or at least in regulation. We might want to throw that in since we're tied at 16. And Edgerton has 4 timeouts remaining.
Allie Cape down to Raider. Out front, Bree Hug. Goes to the hoop. Off of Bergman, out of bounds. Bree Hug with the inbound. Bounce passes it out of bounds. Hicksville ball. Turns down to Addie. Good.
There we go.
4 points for Addie for today. 18-16 aces. Emma Siebeneller over to Schrader. Allie Cape directing traffic. Gets it over to Flagel. Back to Schreiber.
With it on the right baseline, working on turns, steps in, steps back.
Up and good. Pass inside to Addie. Out to Schrader. Bingo.
Bingo.
And we're going to have a foul underneath.
Kearns, I think, is going to get whistled for the foul underneath.
As Lindsey Keys said last night, if he was going to a street fight, he would want to take her.
Yep. That's her second personal. She'll sit down for a bit. But she's done a really good job more than once tonight, just clearing things out underneath the hoop.
Uh-oh. Don't leave her shoot. Bree Hug. Off the rim. Addie Bergman rebound. Gets it out to...
Whoop. And I don't know why she made that pass.
Nice block by Addie. Schumann. Ball knocked away from her. Oh, Chimney grabbed the ball. Allie Cape into the lane, pass.
She'll travel.
That's called for traveling. Oh, my golly. Anything can happen out there. Oh, a little pressure from the Aces. Oh, it's going to be Hicksville ball.
It was in the hands of a Edgerton Bulldog when the travel was called, so I guess give them credit for trying.
Yep. Schrader into Caitlin Bergman. Sanders from outside. Pass.
There.
Oh, pass. Got to give her an assist. 6 points for Addie. Bree Hug. Over to Becca Schrader. Flagel drives by. Addie gets a rebound, gets it out to Schrader. Micah Schrader with the ball. Pass into Caitlin Bergman, looking low. Gives it this.
And another
Sanders,
alley-oop pass.
Another alley-oop to Addie from Sanders.
I think maybe Addison and her teammates are making a bit of a statement here, Jim.
It could be. It's about time there's a statement made. Ooh, my goodness.
No, that was a nice move and a good shot. And a timeout from the Edgerton bench.
Emma Siebeneller made that shot.
And they're lucky she did, too,
yes.
because right now the Aces have put together a nice little run, and they've increased they've taken a 5-point lead here.
Yes.
And it would have been 7 had that ball not dropped. So the Aces back on track, at least here initially, and able to really capitalize on Addison Bergman's athletic ability and her height. And just looking a little bit better with their ball handling too, Jim.
Yeah, it's coming out in the second half. Coach Freeze didn't sit down there and not say anything, I'll tell you that. Somebody got the riot act read to him. Hey, he was at the point the other night that he was getting frustrated with the showing he was seeing, and it was about time something was made different.
Yep, because he actually did call 3 timeouts in the first half because he just was not happy with the mechanics of how things were going.
All right.
That's Elvis in the building here now.
Elvis is in the building?
Not anymore.
No, he left. 4:33 remaining in the third quarter. Pass inside to Kearns, down low to Addy. Back out to Kearns. Over to Schrader. Sanders, lob into Addy. She's coming too far out. Down low to Schumann. And 35 is going to pick up another foul.
That's her third.
Yep.
And that's team foul number 1 for Edgerton.
Callie Siebeneller is coming into the game. Her mother used to teach school here. Pass out to Schumann. Schumann. Ooh. Wow. Schumann took a roll there. 23. It's on Flagel.
That's her third. So a couple of Lady Bulldogs. 3 fouls hanging on them now.
Yes. Schumann to Kern. Oh, nice move. Get it up. Got it.
And she'll go to the line. And I think that's exactly what Edgerton did not want to have start happening here in this third quarter.
Yeah, and the Aces had to have that. They had to make a change, and that was an adjustment that they made. 23 just picked up her 4th personal.
We'll not be seeing her until the 4th quarter, I'm guessing.
I would assure you. And now we have a timeout.
I'm going to see if they can
Full timeout.
ice the shooter.
Yes. Iceman. So it's about 27-20 here in the third quarter. This quarter's running down.
Yes. So for the people that are less informed about basketball, what's the adjustment that Coach Freese has made because he's reshuffled the way that they're working with Addie Bergman and getting the ball into her, Jim?
Well, they've moved her down low, and she's maybe 8 feet off of the basket and can get the ball from either side. Mm-hmm. And if she gets the ball on the left side, she's going to score because that's her automatic move and go to the hoop and lay it in. And what she needs to do when she gets to college and playing in college, she's got to learn to make that move to the right side.
A mirror image version,
yes.
So that it won't matter whether she's cocked to the left or to the right, either way.
Yep, and she'll get the ball with both feet planted so she can turn either direction. Right now, she has 1 foot planted and puts the ball on the floor.
Now here she goes looking to complete the 3-point play and see if she can put her team up.
Nope.
It stays a 7-point lead for the Lady Aces.
And Addie has 10 points. Cape tried to drive. Sanders down to Schumann, cross court.
Oh. Schrader hits the deck. And she gets some applause from Coach Freese on the sideline for some hustle. The Lady Bulldogs will get the ball back, but
so Cape with Becca Schrader. Schrader into the lane. Ball knocked away by Schumann. She just picks it up, gets it across, and the ball is taken away by Allie Cape. Puts it up. It's no good. Rebound by Addie. And one thing, Addie has a sense of feeling the people behind her. Mm-hmm. Lob pass down to Addie. Oh, no.
We're going to have another foul underneath the bucket.
And it's picked up by number 5. Allie Cape, her second.
And team foul number 4. Katie Bergman back into the game for the Lady Aces. And Lexi Kearns will get a breather.
Addie underneath, no good. Schumann with the rebound. Addie's just a little bit hyped up and smiling. Allie Cape across the line. This is Schrader. Schrader comes around, gives it to Siebeneller. Back out to Cape. Shot is no good. Addie with the rebound downfield to Schumann, and she gets the lay-in. 8 points for Harley. Harley's playing a heck of a game. Basket no good by number 3, Emma Siebeneller. Pass down. Timoney, don't do that. Pass knocked away. Out front it is. Siebeneller with the ball. Gives it to Cape. Cape to Schrader. Schrader on Schrader. Cape with the ball. This is over to Hannah Hugg, was number 24. And we're going to have a foul on Caitlin. That's her first.
That'll be team foul number 3 on the Aces. Lexi Kearns checking back in for Hicksville, along with Samantha Klima. Addison Bergman will get a breather.
So will Katie.
So we'll see what Edgerton can do here without either of the Bergman girls in the lineup.
Schrader. Bounce pass underneath. We're going to have another foul on Alexis.
That'll be 3 for
Kearns, third one.
team foul number 4. Put Edgerton at the line. They're down by 9.
Allie Siebeneller. Good. Caitlin Bergman back in the game for Hicksville. And Sanders comes out. Siebeneller rolls the ball, shoots it, and it's good. Addie Bergman comes back in the game, and Alexis Kearns leaves. 29-22, Aces with 1:39 remaining in the third quarter. Addie with the ball. And she is called for traveling. Allie Cape with the ball. Emma Siebeneller. And we're going to have a foul on Katie. She only had one arm in there. Katie's second personal. Allie Cape in the corner. The Schrader out on top. Siebeneller, Schrader. Schrader with the ball. Allie Cape steps out. Back to Schrader, 14. Number 12 is Allie Siebeneller. Cape. 24 is Hugg. 14 is Schrader. Out front, Siebeneller. 38 seconds. Allie Cape into the lane. Back out Siebeneller, going to pop one. It's no good. Rebound, Schrader, it's good. 3 points for Schrader for the night. Schumann with the ball. Down to Addie. Good. Lay-in is good. 12 points for Addie with 10 seconds remaining. 9, 7. Cape tries to advance it. Schrader. And
Two-shot foul on Micah Schrader.
That truly was a block.
Said
I would have to say that was a block. In fact, two hands were up on it.
Yep. Micah's not too happy with the
No.
call.
No, she wasn't. You could see that when she...
First one's good, makes it 31-25.
Siebeneller comes out. At number 11 is Madison Smith.
Gets the second one.
Just hold it.
Yep. You're up by 5 at the end of 3. So we'll get ready for the fourth quarter of the championship game here with the Aces leading Edgerton 31-26. And time for another big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that's brand new or pre-owned, be it a car, truck, van, or SUV, you owe it to yourself to stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots at Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford right here in Hicksville, Ohio. Don't forget the Jim Schmidt truck lot as well. And you can check out the entire dealer inventory for both dealerships online at jimschmidtauto.com. And don't forget, cold winter weather approaching. If you need to get your car winterized and ready to go for the chilly months ahead, they've got terrific service departments at both dealerships as well. That's what it's all about at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships. Service before, during, and after the sale. We're so proud to have them as our basketball broadcast underwriters once again for the 2017-18 basketball season. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
Aces start with the ball. Schumann will inbound. Push her off a little.
And they're going to step up the pressure here.
Down to Addie, inside. Addie kept going and got fouled. So she will inbound it. Over to Caitlin. Back to Addie. Over to Schumann. Back inside to Addie. Step around, travel.
Traveled again. And the Aces with 16 fouls at Jim, too, so they could very easily put Edgerton in the bonus, and then the free throw shooting really could have an effect. Well, that was
She
just taken
just
right
handed
away.
her the ball. Kearns over to Caitlin. No good. Addie with the rebound and the bucket. Long pass down floor. Off Brehug's hand, and it will be Hicksville ball. Siebeneller back into the game for Edgerton, replacing Flagel. Schumann into Kearns. Back to Schumann. Back to Schumann herself.
Play some volleyball.
Addie with the bucket and the foul.
Team foul number 5 for the Lady Bulldogs.
Siebeneller gets her first foul. Emma Siebeneller. Got it.
Good. She puts the Aces up by 10.
Looking better. 6:50 remaining. Is on top of the ball. On top of the ball. That was a travel. Schrader to the hoop. At least Schrader wasn't the one that crashed to the floor anyway. 5 at the foul. Number 3 for Allie Cape.
That's another Edgerton Bulldog with 3 personal fouls, and that's team foul number 6. So after this, both teams shooting free throws regardless.
Flagel coming in for Allie Cape.
So I'm going to have
Got to check
Doc
her out.
Haggerty taking a look at her.
Yep, check the eyes. Schrader.
It's the first one.
Got both of them. 12-point lead for the Aces, 38-26. 6:25 remaining. Foul by Caitlin Bergman.
That'll be Katie's third.
It's like Kate goes out there and protects her sister.
And that puts the Edgerton Bulldogs into the bonus for the balance of the game with 6:26 left in regulation.
It's no good. It's up.
That one's
No good, and Addie has a rebound. Oh, Addie got it.
Boom.
Don't reach. Siebeneller blocked by Addie.
Comes out to Micah Schrader.
And we're going to have a blocking foul on number 14.
And we'll go to the other end and shoot free throws because now the
Schrader.
Lady Aces are in the bonus. And Micah, a pretty good free throw shooter.
Edgerton timeout.
So 6:01 left in regulation, and boy, Jim, they got the wake-up call at halftime after being knotted up at 16. The Aces have come out, and they have been taking no prisoners here in this third quarter and in the fourth quarter too.
Yep, he woke them up, I think. Time was, it had to be done.
And Addison Bergman she had 12 points yesterday, and she's sitting at 19 for the night tonight, which should be more than enough to make her the number 2 all-time scorer.
Yeah, it could be.
And she needed to have 1,038 points or 1,039. She had 1,002 at the end of the game against Bryan.
And you don't know what she had against
Stryker. So 19 and 12, that's 31 right there. So that's at least 1,033.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well,
we won't worry about it.
Yeah.
You gotta wait.
We'll let Jack Schock deal with that.
Yes, he can handle it. So we have Micah Schrader at the line shooting.
This will be a 1-and-1.
Got it. Good.
That one's good too.
She now has 7 points. Bree Hug, that's it around. It's over to Schrader. Inside it goes to Siebeneller. Shot no good. Bree Hug with a rebound. Oh, you double dribbled. She looked at him with that so innocent look. What did I really do?
Emily Sanders will spell Hirely Schumann.
Oh, we have a wait time.
Okay.
30 seconds.
A quick 30-second timeout for the Aces. That'll leave them with 2 timeouts for the remainder of the game. Edgerton is down to just 1 timeout remaining. Again, both teams at 7 team fouls, so both in the bonus. And we'll see how the Aces are going to probably try as best they can to avoid sending the Bulldogs to the line and give them as few opportunities as possible to score with the clock stopped.
Inbounds to Schrader. Come up over to Sanders. In the lane. Back out to Schrader. To Addy. Over to Sanders off her hand and out of bounds. We have 5:28 remaining in the game. 16 points, or is it? Yeah, 16 points. 14 points. Too many points.
Comfortably in double figures for the lead at this point.
Cape to Schrader. Drives the lane, gets the bucket. Gives her 7. And we have a foul on Schrader, I believe.
That'll be on number 3 again?
Yeah, no, it's 14.
Oh, okay.
The third. Or 2.
Schrader fouled Schrader.
Yeah.
So that's her second, and Micah will be back at the line again.
Got 1.
This is when you can really make it hurt, when you can make the free throws.
Yes, really. And she gets all of them. Got 6 in a row at the line, along with a deuce. 8 points for her. Get off of there. Ball off White, out of bounds. I think Addie was headed down floor to dunk one. Ball out in front. Emma Siebeneller over to Allie Cape. Over to Schrader. Schrader on Schrader. Is it Allie Cape? Drives inside.
Boom.
Blocked by Addie one more time.
Oh, my.
Way to go, Emily. Nice drive. And it's off Hicksville, out of bounds. Brief Hug coming back into the game. Coming in for Emma Siebeneller. .420 remaining in the game.
Aces have increased their lead now to 18.
Bring it out. Flagel drives to the hoop. Addie gets the ball. The ball in. Addie with it. Nice pass. Down in the corner, Caitlin. Out to Sanders. Schrader picks it up. Across to Addie. In the corner, Caitlin. Schrader with the ball for the Aces. Sanders has it knocked away from her by Siebeneller.
Stay with the Aces.
Schrader. Down to Addie. In the lane, ball knocked away from her. And we're going to have a foul on number 14 again. Nope, it's number 5 again.
And Addison will go to the line.
That's
4.
4, yes. She's important.
And that's also the 9th team foul, so after this, the Lady Aces will shoot 2.
And
They'll be
she's
in the
going
double
to
bonus.
sit down. Rachel Schrader into the game now for Allie Cape. 2 Schraders, 2 Siebenellers. Nope. Oh, Addie got one. Reaching, that's your 4th.
That's Addison.
It's only 3.
Only
I'll be
3,
darned.
so.
.331 remaining. Alexis comes out of the game, and Klima is back in.
Get some height down there for the rebounding.
Flagel's free throw, no good. Rebound to Addie. Sanders out to Schrader, over to Addie in the lane, out to Schrader. Sanders has it. Got a push on the new Schrader. Rachel Schrader with the foul.
So that's double bonus now for the Aces. They'll shoot 2 from here on out. Right now up by 18.
Oh. Yep, somebody stepped in the lane.
So she'll get a do-over.
Yep. I'll do it again. That's when you got to make it. Got
And
it.
she gets the range.
Taylor Gipple in for Emily Sanders. Siebeneller with the ball to Schrader. To Bree Hug. To Sanders, or Siebeneller. Schrader. Rachel Schrader.
And the Lady Aces will let them play catch around the perimeter and burn time off the clock as long as they want.
Yes. Well, that's throwing up a runner. Addie. Schrader with the ball. Gipple. Over to Schumann. Around, up, short. Addie with a rebound. Got it. .21 points for Addie. Addie got a foul.
That's number 4 on Addison.
2:06 remaining.
2:06. See if Josh might just leave her in for a little while longer. Nope.
No good.
Nope. They'll bring Addison out. She might be done for the night. We'll see.
21 points. It's a productive night. Oh, another one jumped in the lane. That's no good. Bree Hugs out of the game. Phillips coming into the game for Schumann. Looks like most of the second teams are on the floor for everybody except
Katie
a few
Bergman.
starters.
Yeah, Katie Bergman is going to stay down there
Sanders.
and give her some height. Get him some height.
Phillips into the corner. Is it out? Gippo over to Sanders, down, throws up a runner, and we're going to have it tied up. Klima and number 30, Lydia Adams.
Under 2 minutes here, minute 45 left in regulation. And I think that we're not going to have to worry about replacing that Route 49 plaque in the trophy case here at Hicksville.
Nope, just put another game on it. Short with a shot from the free throw line, number 11, Madison Smith. Smith with the ball. Over to Hug. Back to Smith. Hug. Out front, Siebeneller. Siebeneller drives in the lane, puts it up. It's not even close. And it was deflected.
Not able to draw the foul like they'd hoped. And Figgins and Noel Nuttall check in. Katie Bergman comes out, so we've got the promising JVs.
Stolen away by Klima. Phillips across the line. 1 minute. Siebeneller, and she gets fouled by Nuttall.
So that puts the Edgerton Bulldogs into the double bonus for the last 51.5 seconds. They'll shoot 2.
That's not our last game before
No good. Good.
Looks at a 20-point game.
49-29. Phillips. Nuttall. Into the corner. Back out to Phillips. Across to Gipple. Nuttall. Gipple. Pass down low. And it was Figgins that put up the shot that was deflected out of bounds. It'll be Hicksville's ball. Nuttall to Phillips. Gipple to Nuttall. Gipple inside to Klima to Nuttall. Out front, Phillips.
They're doing their job. They're not going to score any points, but all they needed to do was just
hang on to the ball.
Yep, and that's what they have done. And once again, and now for 4 years in a row, and we didn't want to say anything, Jim, because we didn't want to jinx them, but no team has ever won 4 consecutive Route 49 championships, for the girls at least, until tonight. You're seeing it happen for the first time right now. So another Route 49 holiday tournament title for the Lady Aces. A terrific night for Addison Bergman after kind of a slow start. And I think that I'm virtually certain that Addison now is probably sitting in the number 2 slot for the all-time leading scorers of
beautiful
Hicksville girls.
Hicksville.
Yeah, girls basketball here in Hicksville. And the crowd will start to disperse and get ready to head off into the Christmas holiday weekend as they'll huddle up on center court.
Okay.
And we'll get some unofficial scoring from Jim Seiler.
Unofficial. It comes Siebeneller, number 3. She had 1 basket for 2. Allie Cape, playmaker. pretty darn good. She had 2 buckets for 4. Haley Siebeneller had 3 free throws for 3. Rebecca Schrader had 2 buckets, 3 free throws for 7. Rachel Schrader did not score. Claire Flagel had 7 points. Bree Hugg started the game with a triple, and after that ended up with a basket and a free throw more, so that gave her 6 out of the 29 that they scored. Here's a real surprise for you. They scored a total of, got it?
Yeah.
Total of 3 in the second half.
Oh, my goodness. Well, they're announcing the all-tournament team right now.
For Hicksville, it's Sanders with 3. Katie Bergman had 8. Micah Schrader had 9. Addie Bergman had 21. And Harley Schumann had 8 for a total of 49 for the Aces.
From Edgerton High School, Allie Kate.
Well, Jim, I'm just kind of curious, too, as you're looking at the stats. I don't know if it would really have made a difference in the outcome of the game finally. But the free throws that were missed, I mean, it might have been a closer game between.
From Hicksville High School, Harley Schumann.
Because, like I said, when they went into the bonus, the real difference was that the Aces were making their free throws. But they were missing an awful lot of shots on the Edgerton side.
Post-game show today brought to you by Solid Rock Computers in downtown Defiance, home of Career Center. They offer services from virus removal to computer upgrades.
So they'll
All makes and models. West 2nd Street is
pose for the cameras.
Okay, got your free throw stat. For Edgerton, they were 7 of 17. And to Hicksville, they were 10 of 12.
Yep. And that'll make the difference. I mean,
In a close game, it sure will.
that was 10 more points. It would have been 49-39. So, like I said, I don't think it may not have changed the outcome, but it would have made it a little more competitive
Yes.
game. And
Yes. The all-tournament team is Rachel Williamson from Antwerp,
Radabaugh from
Radabaugh from Eden, Allie Cape from Edgerton, and 14 Rebecca Schrader from Edgerton. From Hicksville, it's Allie Bergman,
Harley Schumann, and Micah Schrader.
Marcus Schrader.
And
Okay.
there they are with their plaque.
49
again.
classic clap.
And again, this is for the girls. This is the first time ever that any team in the history of the tournament has won 4
in a row.
consecutive titles.
And the Aces now have won the leading total of 11.
So for the 4-year starters, they've never not won
Right.
a Route 49 Classic.
Yep, the 4-year starters have won it every year.
And that's Alexis Kearns and Addison Bergman, I think, are 4-year starters on the squad. So, but again, congratulations. There they are.
Yep.
Victorious Lady Aces.
Look at that. There's a big 4.
They know it.
Yes, they do. Nobody
Josh.
had to tell them.
Josh Freese, a happy man. And
Yeah,
Well, with
I'll
that-
tell you what. He better be a happy man the way they played the second half.
Yes,
The
indeed.
defense was awesome.
Yes, indeed. I don't know if he said he needs to bottle whatever it was that he said in that in the halftime locker room, because it got the message across to the gals, and they came out. We were a little bit worried. They were looking mighty shaky there in the first half. So I said they got brought back to their senses but quick, and they put together another terrific win.
Yes.
And they're going to be riding high then to head into their final game of this year. They got one more game, an away game, coming up on the 30th, and then they'll be, like I said, hopefully in a good place to kick off 2018 and the GMC portion of the schedule.
It'd be a good place to win one because they're playing at Crestview. And Crestview is a
Yep.
power year after year. This year, I know they're down a little, but Yeah.
and then they'll start off the GMC season on the road at
Right.
Holgate. We'll be back in action with them. I think it's like on the 5th or something like that. We'll get it figured out. But they're going to do a little holiday dancing out there. Bob Weatherhead.
Bob
All
Weatherhead. Mr. DJ.
right. There we go.
Oh, yes.
Well, they'll be playing the Christmas music in the background, and Jim will take the opportunity to wish you and all of our HIX-TV viewers and all of our other volunteers not able to a very happy holiday, safe travels if you're going to be on the road. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you, and we're already looking forward to resuming our Hicksville Aces sports coverage in 2018. So a big win tonight in a lot of ways, Jim, and with that, we'll turn it over to you to wrap it up for the 2017 Route 49 Holiday Classic Tournament.
Yeah, it looks like the Aces may have broken through what they've been in the last few games in a funk that does not turn out many positive things. But it looked good tonight, especially second half defense. 3 points, that's a heck of a change.
Yes, indeed.
So for Bill Murphy, this is Jim Seiler, and I would like to wish all of you a happy or Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll see you next season. For all of you, remember to be a good sport and support your team. Make it the best it can be. Thank you.